Okay, so in this clip I've been thinking about the whole business of being able to write music, right? And the kind of things that can lead on from that ability. So the ones who tend to think about writing music are the ones who have been brought up reading music. And these tend to be piano players, melody players, and by melody players I mean single line instruments, whether it's your brass, your saxophones, your reeds, strings, and all your orchestral instruments. Okay, and then the ones who have the least kind of reading ability generally are guitar players. Okay, and so they generally get their music not by reading but by other ways. Well, what they read instead is tab. Okay, which is not quite the same as reading music notation. So all it simply means is that the guitar player has just a little bit more work to do on the reading and writing music part, but it ain't hard. Okay, just takes a little time. So what happens when you can write music? When you're writing music, well, you're also you're mastering this whole area called music theory, which is not a term I particularly like, because once you're actually using it, it's not theory anymore, it's just alphabet, and it's just a toolbox. And then we can start by writing rhythm, and then that can lead to writing melody. Okay, so rhythm is just a whole lot of sounds without pitch. Melody is pitch and duration and sound, and harmony are all your chords, from 2-part harmony through to 7-part harmony, 9-part, and all the rest of it. Okay, so that opening up that whole world is possible when you write music. Okay, and writing music is no more difficult than writing in your native language. Okay, so as well as being able to do all that, because you're using the the whole notation system that you use for writing into harmony and melody and rhythm. So whether you want to call those symbols, etc., etc., is entirely up to you. Okay, so now that you're writing music, boom, this whole world opens up to you, and the whole way of thinking opens up to you, and you tap into a whole bunch of traditions. And by being able to tap into a whole bunch of traditions, you're also going to tap into things that no one else has tapped into yet. Okay, so then when you're writing music, you're able to compose. Now, I've got to say that you don't have to be able to write music to compose, but when you're writing music, boom, you're not only getting sound in your heads, but you're also getting sight, and you're being able to see the things. So whether you want to compose songs or orchestral pieces, etc., those kinds of things are open to you, and and depending on what you want to do. When you're writing music, it also enables you to talk to a whole bunch of instruments, a whole bunch of instrument families. And the great thing about being able to write music for other instruments is that you don't have to be able to play them. Just as the same way that a playwright doesn't have to be an actor, or an architect doesn't have to be a builder. Same way as someone who can write music for instruments doesn't actually have to be able to play those instruments, just has to be able to give the instructions to that player as to what to play. So this opens up all these instruments for you, all the ones in the wind family, sax family, brass, percussion. Who else have we got here? Oh, and of course the all-important rhythm section. Okay, so this opens up all worlds of stuff to you. And then of course you could write for orchestral instruments. So simply by being able to write a whole bunch of a few bits of rhythm, string them together in the melody and harmonize them with some chords, then suddenly it opens up all this world with the instruments. Now you have a language for talking with these guys, these guys, these guys, these guys, these guys, and these guys. That opens up all kinds of worlds to you. Okay, so you can talk to these instruments whether you're talking to them in a small band or a big band. So which leads on to, when you write, one of the side effects of being able to write music is to be able to arrange. Okay, and you can be arranging for all kinds of things. And so you can be arranging by genre or style. Okay, and the main thing about these different genres and style is that they're just a selection of these rhythmic rules, these melodic rules, and these harmonic rules that are played through restrictions and limitations of these different instruments here to form a style. Okay, and so this will take you to that ability, gives you the ability to learn how to arrange in any genre or style. And so whether you're talking about, you know, big band, rock, blues, reggae, jazz, pop, folk, you name it. Okay, if it involves a major scale, or involves a bunch of players and involves some chords, you know that language there, which you can write that language there, which allows you to write instructions, write arrangements for players in any of these particular styles. And then by extension, you not only arrange for genre and style, you know, if you're into radio, then you're arranging for all these different radio formats. And I won't go into those here. Okay, so one of the other things that balances off that, of course, is sort of arrangement is a close relation of arranging, and that's orchestration. Now, the deeper you get into this, the more kind of differences you can see between there. But at this point, these are so similar as to be twins. Okay, so the arranger can sit there and arrange the notes, and the orchestrator will come back and say, no, I think we should combine these two here, or these two here, rather than these two. Okay, and the orchestra is the one who knows the range of all these instruments, knows better the range of all the instruments, the spans, their particular timbres, their particular strengths, and their particular weaknesses. And that all comes under the general heading of orchestration. But if we come down to a one-man band, or solo artist, the other thing that writes music really allows you to do, and which is just totally invaluable, is transcription. So if you can sit there and transcribe anything you hear, then that's powerful for, you know, for orchestration. It's powerful for arranging. It's also powerful for your own playing, and also powerful for you know, maybe your teaching. If you can just sit there and transcribe stuff in front of your students, very potent. Okay, so whereabouts, you know, do you fit in on all this area here? And you might be thinking, wow, okay, am I one of these instrumental players? Am I a guitar player? Do I compose some stuff? Do I just do riffs and can't get into songs? Okay, can I play orchestral pieces but can't write anything? Notation, I just keep avoiding that. Theory sounds really hard. reading sounds so mysterious, and arranging, you know, who wouldn't I'd love to do that, but and then there's all the orchestral stuff, and maybe you're reading tab and you're not you know, you're not at this place yet, but that's okay. Right, the main thing I just wanted to point out here was just give you an idea of some of the things that that writing music, the ability to write music. And again, I emphasize it's not hard, and I'll show you some other videos in future that demonstrate that for you, but I just want to open up a few doors to you about what the ability to write music provides for you. Okay, and you might be saying, well, where's a really good place? Where can I learn about this stuff? Well, if you're online and you don't have the ability or the bucks or the time or whatever to get to Berkeley and study arranging there, then a really good place for you to check out is a site by a mate of mine, Clive Coburn, and he's at so we'll do the www contemporary music course.com. So here's a free trial going there, and Clive is definitely worth checking out. And if you're sitting there and wondering how you're going to get to here from wherever you happen to be, whether you're over here or you could be a singer, and you want to know how to get to here so that you can get out to any of these other places, then you definitely want to, well, I recommend go and check out Contemporary Music Course. If you're a singer, you know, and if you're a songwriter, and you need to get to here, or you need to be able to talk to some of these guys to make your songs happen, then you need to make a beeline to get to this skill so that you can learn the language that opens up all this stuff here. So wherever you are, whether you're a singer, songwriter, guitar player, bass player, drummer, whoever, you want to get to there, and you're sitting there wondering how to do it and you don't have the bucks to get to Berkeley, then by all means go and check out contemporarymusiccourse.com. So good luck with your quest to write music, and good luck with all the things that'll bring you. And of course, when you're able to write music, then you can, you know, write the dream. Okay, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.